Labadiena, labdien to Latvian guests. Good afternoon, здравствуйте. Это очень приятно быть здесь, в Клайпеде, с вами, потому что для нас это, как у нас в Гданьске, это то же самое. Есть море, есть корабли, есть верфь, есть и нефть в резервуаре, это все то же самое. Так, атмосфера есть очень близкая, как в Гданьске. Тогда очень приятно. Но я буду говорить на английский, если можно, мою презентацию об автоматике. Process safety and automation. Both these things are very close together always, because all the automation goods are installed just for increasing the safety of your plants, of your tank farm, of your shipyard, of your refinery, chemical plant, or whatever. So it's always very close together. And so my time for presentation is cut from 45 minutes to 25, but I think maybe it's good because the presentation will be very fast and maybe more interesting for you because of it. So I will show you some of our automation world, our devices, our goods which can help you to increase the safety of your installation. And here you can see some numbers, the causes of an incident in the industry. As you can see at the beginning, specification and the project design, it's both together means that about 60% of causes of the dangerous accidents in the industry is caused because of the mistakes at the beginning. The rest, as you can see, it's not so big number. The installation and commissioning, operation and maintenance, 15%. Changes made by user after the installation, it's 20%. So that's the statistics from the UK sources, and I think it's very close to real industrial world also here. Independent protection layers. I will not focus on the details, but as you can see, there is some layers from the process value, the process shutdown systems, emergency shutdown. If these three layers are not working correctly, then we have some, let me say, some troubles on our plant. Something is happening, something wrong, and then we have active protection layers, we have passive protection layers, and at the end, emergency response layers, the firemen and so on. So we have a lot of layers to be safe, to protect our industry, our people, and our money because of the dangerous accidents on our plants. Going forward about ASE technology, a lot of things was mentioned today, from the consulting, designing, supplies, assembly and commissioning to servicing, all these things we are doing for our customers. Of course, safety first. Our American customers love it. Every day they are talking to safety first, all about life, all about human, and they are really focused on it. And all these things about insurance, I think the American companies are very good example to focus very much on the safety. And they are spending a lot of efforts for it because it's their money. It's if they are more safe, they save a lot of money as well. And safety in automation, what we propose, some automation goods, gas and fire detection, stationary and mobile AX solutions, dust explosion suppression systems for dust AX zones, tightness monitoring of tank bottom for tank farms. Process valves for chemicals, cooling reduction stations for steam, custody transfer for tank farms, all the goods and servicing for custody transfer, and all the tank equipment for it. And total safety Commander, our safety management system. I will talk about it more after the lunch. You will see some details about it. It's very interesting IT solution. Water leak detection in server rooms, for example, not only server rooms, but all the buildings, industrial buildings, and so on. Temperature linear detection for conveyor belts, for example, for power plants, and not only. Liquid and gas analyzer, breathing valves and flame arrestors, measurement devices, radial fan systems, and so on. There is a lot of goods. I think I will not talk about details now. I just want to give you some overview about it. And detection systems for hazardous gases, a lot was mentioned today about the breweries, and not only, because our natural environment is tank farms, refineries, chemical plants, and last years we are very active in breweries as well, and it was mentioned today. Gas detection systems, a lot of measuring methods showing here, and stationary systems and mobile devices are available. Fire and flame detectors, it's interesting for tank farms especially. Yes, we are talking with, we started to talk with Klaipėdos Nafta about testing this kind of device, especially at winter season where is a lot of snowing. The customers very often have troubles with this kind of solution. So it's possible to testing it in your application and try it on field. A lot of mobile devices for ASE zone, starting from photo cameras, the lighters, mobile phones, now also how to say, smartphones and tablets for ASE zones are available with all these functions we know from everyday using. Dust explosion suppression systems for dust ASE zones. It's a special technology, very fast opening valves with time shorter than 1 millisecond. It's the reaction of the transmitter, and in next 1 millisecond it's opening of the valve, and in this time shorter than 2 milliseconds together its bottle is open, and the special powder which is inside with the pressure of 80 bars is filling your installation and stopping the explosion before the pressure of explosion is rising. So the energy of explosion is 10 times decreased, and it's make our installation safe. We just need to clean the white powder from it, and the installation is still standing and can work for next years. Tightness monitoring of single wall tank bottom, it's our own technology. We did it in especially for old tanks where it's not another possibility to make it safer. We can install in the special pipes, the special cables under the bottom of the tank and looking for the leakages. If the tanks are on the tray, it's much easier, as here it's just possible to install it onto the tray. Also for new pipelines underground, it's possible to put this cable under the pipe and have a leak detection under the pipe. Server rooms, buildings, it's a very common situation. Very often when I'm talking with the managers responsible for the technical side of the industrial buildings, everybody had some troubles with the leakage of the water from the air condition, from the heating system, from the water system, or from the rainwater system. So everybody knows these troubles. It's very, very easy to protect the buildings with, to protect your buildings and areas with, where I am, with these cables. So it's a very easy and fast solution. Process valve for special applications, for cooling reduction stations, for steam. I think it's mostly interesting for power plants, for high parameters of the steam, and also chemical applications. Process valves, yeah, it's about the special valves for very, very special applications. For every day, I think it's very important to mention here that we have a partnership with Emerson company, and they are our partner, and Emerson is delivering a lot of standard valves and for standard applications. So it's the world where we are not fighting, we are working together. But special applications we are covering with this kind of solutions from another producers. Also breathing valves for the tanks, very important for breath of the tank to don't destroy it because of pressure inside or outside. And tank management with SEAL 3 certified SAP Rosemont radars. It's also our common point of cooperation with Emerson Group, because ASE is delivering SAP solutions for more than 20 years in Poland, and we are very experienced as company with it. We have a group of very good experts. And after the years, American company Emerson bought the Swedish company SAP. Now it's involved into American group Emerson. But we are still the competence center for the tank farms and for the custody transfer for Emerson, because we have all the knowledge, all the skills, and all the people responsible for it. And so we are covering all the chain about the custody transfer, about the preparing the tank, preparing the documents, designing. Now we are at the end of applications where we are designer and constructor of the tank for the oil. And so from the designing, building the tank to the installing all the devices and made the custody transfer procedures, all is covering by ASE. SEAL 3, it's the only radar in the world which have SEAL 3 certification. There is no another one. And automatic drainage systems for the tanks to protect, to take the water out, to protect it against the corrosion. Yeah, it looks like this. It's also possible. Samplers for the tanks for hermetic sampling to the laboratory. And our own product, example of our own product, tank surge protector. It is possible to install it onto the tank wall, in the zone 1. So it's a very nice solution to install the to protect devices against the electrical peaks. It's very important to install the protectors as close the protected device as possible. Normally, we are taking this goods somewhere far to the safety zone. So this solution gives us possibility to install it directly on the tank, very close to the expensive radar, very close to the Coriolis flow meter, for example, very expensive also. So we can install the protectors very, very close to protected device inside the AX zone. Yes, we have the sample there in the back, so you can see it in the brake, and it's our own product. We are doing it in Gdańsk. Where to install it? Yeah, some examples. Very close to the radar onto the tank, very close to the cameras in AX zone, or the fire detectors, or very close to the valves or flow meters. Normally, it's installed somewhere in the control room, very close to control room in the safe area. So it's not a real protection if it's installed not here, but somewhere. Here it's the real protection. Temperature limit detection, it's for conveyor belts, very interesting technology, for most popular in power plants for conveyor belts. protection, some samples of the installation close to the conveyor belts, also the floating roof of the tank, or the cable shafts. And TSCOM, Total Safety Management Systems. I will have another presentation about it after the lunch. Some more words about it. It's IT system for integration. Everything what is about the safety in your plant. Everything you can put together to Total Safety Commander and take a look on all the systems from the safety point of view. And of course some function of the software it will be detailedly shown later on. Oh, there is a movie. Oh, it's not working here, but it's a very interesting thing. The gauges, the manometers with the special design, anti-vibrating dry systems. So we can here we can forget about the troubles with leakage, with losing the glycerin inside. The glycerin manometers are very heavy, so if we have vibration on the installation, the troubles are rising because it's heavy and vibrations are very strong for it, and we are losing the glycerin. We have to fulfill it, and we are spending a lot of time for it and a lot of efforts. In this situation, we are not using the glycerin. There is a special patented solution with two layers of special EDM material, and this pointer is inside these two layers, and it causes that it works very, very stable, much more stable than liquid full-field gauge, and the period of working is minimum 2 times longer than liquid full-field gauge. So each customer I know who tried it change all the points for this in next years, because they don't need to change it every 2 months. It works half a year, 1 year in the same places where before it was maximum 2 months, for example. Also magnetostatic teeth and glass level indicators for power plants mostly, but also refineries, flame arresters, detonation arresters. We have radial fan systems for AX zones. Some heating, electrical heating systems. And cameras. This is our product also, the next one, the camera produced in Gdańsk for AX zone with the special housing. The temperatures from -30 to +50 for zone 1. Oh, and that's all from the automation world from my side till now, and we are 6 minutes before lunch. So thank you for your attention, and see you back after that. Thank you.